Hello and welcome to Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to let you know of a few upcoming important events, beginning with Monday, June 21st, a virtual sit-down meeting with Massachusetts Senator Ed Markey and the CEO of Hadassah. We're really pleased that our partners at Hadassah were able to make this possible. Given the circumstances of the last several weeks and all of the rhetoric around Israel, it is more important than ever to be able to ensure that the voices of our people are heard when it comes to meeting with and speaking with our elected officials. So please, if you can, participate in this program. Again, Monday, June 21st. I also want to let you know of two upcoming events in the future. Mark your calendars, save the date. The first is July 22nd. The event is called Exodus 1947 and Two Unsung Heroes of Worcester, the story of the Exodus 47 ship and Worcester's own, the Reverend John Grau and Judge Joseph Goldberg, their connection to early Zionism, this ship, and it should just be a wonderful event. That is an Israel Bonds, CJUI, and Jewish Federation event, and at the event we'll be honoring Mark Shear with an Israel Bonds Award. So if you'd like to recognize this honor by purchasing a bond, please let us know. We're encouraging that. And you can also buy a bond and donate it to one of our local organizations, which is just a great way to both support Israel Bonds and to support our local Jewish community. But we look forward to honoring Mark. And next week, we'll also be announcing junior honorees, high school students who, because of their leadership and support of Israel, will also be recognized at the event. So that is July 22nd. Coming up on August 22nd, a month later, we will be celebrating Jewish Heritage Day with the Woo Sox, and we are incredibly excited about that. It will be really nice to bring everyone out to the new ballpark right here in downtown Worcester, celebrate our local hometown team, and while you're there, you can get kosher food because a kosher food stand was just opened up at the ballpark. Jewish Federation, City Councilor Mo Bergman, the Torah Center, Dr. Charles Steinberg, the president of the Woo Sox, and other community leaders came together to advocate for kosher food at the ballpark. They were able to do it. Ultimately, the ball club selected the butchery for it, and I just want to clarify that Jewish Federation did not play any role in selecting or suggesting any vendor. The ballpark had requirements and timetables for doing so, and as such, they were the ones that ultimately made that decision. So I know that there were some questions out there as to how the butchery was selected as the vendor. Federation didn't play a role in selecting the kosher food vendor for that. I also, of course, want to acknowledge that there are kosher food opportunities in the community. Several different caterers, including Sylvia from Clark, Khani's Kosher Catering. The butchery now does deliveries. So reflective of our growing and vibrant Jewish community, there are several options out there, and all of them are terrific. So make sure you patronize and work with all of our local kosher options. There are other events coming up. If you are attending the Havarim event this weekend, we look forward to seeing you there. I think you would have already had to RSVP for that. And our young adult division stays incredibly busy. And our congregations also have a lot lined up. So make sure to check out the community calendar, check it all out. And I also want to, of course, acknowledge that our cemetery campaign to revitalize and refurbish the local Jewish cemeteries led by Dana Levinson. That project continues, and if you visited our cemeteries lately, you'll see a lot of improvements have taken place, and that is an ongoing effort. So we look forward in the fall to rededicating our cemeteries. We'll have a nice event for that and acknowledge all of the generous community members who took part and played a role in making that possible. And of course, I also want to ask that if you've yet to make a campaign pledge to our annual campaign, please do so as soon as you can. Federation, within the past month or so, made decisions on allocations where the money raised will be allocated within our community. And we want to make sure that we can fulfill those obligations by meeting the allocation requests. So thank you again. Have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you at all of these upcoming programs. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be well. Shabbat Shalom.